Hi, thank you for joining me for Everyday Yoga. My lovely assistant Princess is here joining us today, keeping the yoga stool warm. Or not, I guess she's decided she is going to bail on us. So, do you want to go out? All right, well, yeah, all right. It's cool. Whatever. I guess we're starting over. Hi, thank you so much for joining me today for Everyday Yoga. I appreciate you spending your valuable time with me. I've been sitting at my desk all day. My neck is sore, my hips are stiff, and I thought it would be a perfect time to just get up from my desk and walk away and do a little bit of stretching out, and I'm glad you came along to join me. So we've done a previous chair yoga class where we did a supported side angle. Parsvakonasana is the Sanskrit word for that. And there are several different variations, also seated, but today we're going to do some of the standing variations. So first of all, we want to kind of warm things up, ease our bodies in. So standing, you don't need to be on a mat necessarily for this particular pose or sequence, but bare feet, just to keep you from sliding around, keep you safe, keep your joints safe, especially those knees. One thing about alignment here on the knees is we will be doing some bent knee poses. So you're always going to want to make sure to keep the knees safely stacked over the ankles so that you're not extending out past the toes. So especially those with sensitive knees, please make sure to take good care of them. So let's go ahead and start. I've got a yoga stool here. I've got a block. You know, you could also really just use a hardback book in place of a block if you wanted to just kind of mess around with that. I'll show using both and using none. So standing in Tadasana, we've talked about Tadasana before, about really lengthening up through the spine. I really love doing this because it makes me feel tall, just kind of pressing all the way into the feet and the outside edges, maybe rock forward and back a little bit so that the weight is really in the ball of the foot and then in the heel. And then continue rocking back and forth until you find that nice, even space where you're standing tall and pressing throughout the feet. Maybe lift the toes here and stretch them out, open them up wide, letting a little air in there, especially when you've been wearing your shoes all day, and then just put them back down. Lift up through the kneecaps a little bit by engaging the thighs. Have that little interior rotation on the thighs so that we're opening up the small of the back here. And then we're just going to take a nice big breath in, bend the knees slightly, bring the arms out towards the sides, lift the palms up towards the sky and up overhead. And then exhale, palms together, hands to the heart. And let's just kind of warm up the shoulders and do that again. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Maybe take a soft gaze here. Maybe close your eyes if you want to challenge the balance. And back down to the heart. And then this time, let's inhale, arms up, palms up to the sky. Look up, find your palms, and slice it all the way down the middle through the center line, all the way forward into forward fold, Uttanasana. Bending those knees generously. Maybe let the backs of the hands come to the mat or the tops of your feet. Maybe the backs of your ankles. You could also clasp your elbows in your hands. And just kind of hang here like a rag doll, letting the head be heavy, letting the neck be long as you continue to inhale, stretching the skin across the back. And exhale, just letting the torso be nice and heavy. And switch whatever direction you're holding those elbows, just to kind of balance things out. If you want a little more of a stretch in the hamstrings, you could straighten the legs. One more big inhale here. And then exhale to release the hands. And as you continue breathing, roll up one vertebra at a time, really noticing how your back feels as you lift up. At the top, inhale, shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, the shoulders back and the shoulder blades down the back. Feels really good. Then let's go ahead and I'm just going to turn front so you can see me. Standing in Tadasana, let's inhale, tucking the chin slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. And then exhale and take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale here and exhale again. And then inhale the head back up to center and exhale the left ear towards the left shoulder. Take a full round of breath here, and on your next inhale, bring the head up vertical and exhale chin to chest. And then we're just going to kind of roll the head gently from side to side, inhaling left, exhaling down, inhaling right, exhale chin to chest. And just do this at your own pace, very slow, very gentle, linking the movement with the breath. So you're not only getting that beautiful stretch back here, but you're also getting the added bonus of basically doing a moving meditation. Because as you focus on the movement and the feeling of the movement and link it with the breath, well, I don't know about you, but that's it. I got capacity for no more. No thoughts can enter my mind when I am thus occupied. And the last time you inhale left, it's your last time. Exhale, chin to chest, and then inhale, stacking the head over the heart, keeping the heart over the pelvis. Now we're going to take a nice, big, wide stance, and I'm going to use the block and the stool, so I'm kind of at the back of the mat here. And you can have the legs, just heel-toe them out, or you can step out. If you're feeling real fancy, you could jump. I don't jump, so I'm just going to step or heel-toe. And you could literally be just about this wide, or you can really take it out super wide if you want. But either way, just keep a real soft little bend in that knee, sometimes called a micro bend, so that you're not hyperextending them. And then we're going to take the left toes and point them out towards the left side. And we're going to inhale our arms up into Warrior Two as we bend the left knee. Exhale here, relaxing those shoulders down the back. And you could have this back edge of the foot up against the wall for a little more stability. And then inhale, bringing the left forearm to the top of the left thigh, and bring the right hand to the waist or hip. And rotate the torso open as you look up towards the right. If that's not comfortable for your neck though, you can be facing forward or even looking down at your toes, which are in line with that knee. And this is easy side angle right here. Again, you could be back here with the outside of the right foot at the wall, really pressing into that wall for that added support. You could also, if you don't have a wall but you have your desk chair, you could bring it here and even just have a hand on the seat. And if you have legs without this bar, you could really have the seat a lot closer to you here so that you can really keep it close and nice and steady for you. Or again, you could be using this block, taking it from the forearm, using the high setting on the block here. And then you could inhale the arm up overhead. You could inhale, bringing the arm out in front so you're in a nice diagonal line. And this could be done here at the chair or with the foot on the wall. Opening up the chest, looking up towards your right bicep, if that's okay for your neck. And really focus on this nice long line, this really delicious stretch going up the right side body. Turn the hand so that the pinky is down towards the floor and the palm is facing back behind you. And you'll increase that stretch, really opening up through the ribs. Inhaling as you increase the stretch. And exhaling as you just kind of settle into it. And you can stay here. You can stay here. You can stay here. I encourage you to feel it out and honor your body and take the variation that feels best for you. And when you're ready, we're just going to inhale back up to Warrior Two. Straighten the leg, point the toes front, stepping a little closer stance together here. Maybe shake it out a little bit. With that nice wide leg stance, bring your hands to your hips. Draw the crown up towards the sky, big power pose. Inhale here, and then exhale, relaxing those shoulders down the back. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, kind of drawing those elbows toward one another. And then inhale to hinge forward at the hips, keeping the back nice and long, keeping the neck long. Take a round of breath here. And the next time you inhale, just hinge back up to vertical. And then, of course, we do have to do the other side because we want to even things out. So if you're using a block or a book here, go ahead and move it over to the side. Take a stance that feels good in your body. Point the toes out in front of you on the right and the toes out to the edge so that the feet are perpendicular here. You can have your heels lined up with one another or the right heel lined up with the left arch. And then come down into Warrior Two. And I got a heel toe to widen my stance a little bit there. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. And then inhale, bringing the right forearm to the top of the right thigh, left hand to the left hip, rotating that torso open to look up if that's okay on the neck. Really press into both feet here with nice strong legs. And keep kind of a light amount of weight here so that if you didn't have the hand, you didn't have that arm resting, you could still hold yourself up here. You don't want to put all of your weight in the front leg. And again, we could do several variations. Stay here, really pressing into that outer left foot, feeling the length in the body, feeling that stretch. You could lift the left fingertips up towards the sky, really feeling the stretch in the low back, upper hip area. Swing that left arm overhead so that the left bicep is above the left ear. Pinky towards the floor, thumb towards the sky. Challenge your balance by closing the eyes here. Really just lengthening, 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 reaching, letting that whole wonderful stretch through the hip, through the ribs, through the armpit, through the tricep, through the calf, Notice what you feel. Maybe try a couple variations here with the block. Opening up to a nice T. Letting it be diagonal. Maybe drawing the elbow down towards the side and reaching out again. And when you're ready, inhale back to Warrior Two. Exhale, bring the toes out in front of you. And heel toe, back to Tadasana. Ooh, finally think I can take off my sweatshirt. It's not as cold as the office is, but working at home, especially on a nice rainy day today, it's deliciously cool. Let's go ahead and inhale our arms up, palms up, fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Go ahead and close the eyes here. Tuck the chin gently to lengthen the neck. Inhale the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Letting the tailbone be kind of long and pointed down towards the earth. Pressing evenly into the feet. Take a nice big inhale here. Filling up the belly. And then exhale. Maybe let's inhale again, and on the exhale, let's let it come out the mouth in a nice big sigh. So we're inhaling and exhale. Maybe do a little wiggle, loosen up. Inhale again, nice and big, filling up the lungs, pushing out the belly. And exhale out the mouth with a sigh. One more time. Let's inhale in. And exhale with a sigh. Let's inhale the arms out and up, reaching towards the sky. Wiggle those fingertips. Turn up the corners of the mouth. And exhale, bringing the palms together and down in front of your heart. And let's just focus on all the good things that are happening in our lives. This has been 2020, I don't want to use that word. It's been a very unique year with a lot of different going on. And I don't want to be judgmental about it, because sometimes when I look back over my life, some of the times that seemed like they were the most difficult or the most challenging actually ended up to kind of be the best thing that could have possibly happened. So let's try not to judge what's going on. Let's just observe it. And see if maybe there are things we can focus on to keep the peace in our lives and in our innermost selves. I love to think about the beach, think about my kitty cat, snuggle with her a little bit. Maybe if you're lucky enough to live in the Pacific Northwest, you could listen to the rain and curl up with a good book and a cup of tea. But whatever it is, just find joy in the very small moments. Try to actively bring those to mind. So think of something that brings you joy here as you close your eyes and continue breathing with your hands at your heart. Think of any small thing, big thing, whatever it is, something that brings you joy, brings you peace. And as you focus on the feeling that brings you, cultivating that sensation of well-being, knowing that you can create that within yourself. wish you good health. I wish you happiness. I wish you to be free from suffering. The best in me honors the best in you. And that's all we can do, is do our best. Namaste. I think I moved a little too much for any kind of thumbnails, so let's go ahead and just do one nice long side angle, looking up, and I'll turn to look at the camera. Love you, babe.